Quick tutorial how to pass through New York Minute Hardcore. Just aim right in the first guy and you gain a bullet time. Then just don't use this bullet time, try to gain bullet time to have this further section in the parking. Okay, we're down. Use 2 Berettas, pick up in the good place. 2 Berettas, and go to the further section. Use bullet time. You don't have to shoot dodge, just shoot them one by one if you can by headshot. Go out for the cover. Use immediately 1 Beretta to shoot the rest of the guys. And you don't have to shoot them in the head. Right in the torso will enough. Faster than better. Try to find all places where the enemies are to finish all the cutscene with all bodies killed. All enemies. Only 2 guys left here. 1 and a second. And if you toss him with this second guy with the white shirt, the other will come out. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Look out for the guy above and here. And you should supposed to have enough bullet time to take down the enemies in the middle of the crowd to save some time. You know, I won't break in world records, I just help you to go through the game, you know, comfortably. Okay, 1. You don't have to rush them and shoot them from here, because they rush you, you don't have to go in front of them. And the last one, remember to have Uzi and 9mm pistol there, to not waste ammo. Here, don't let the guy to go to the Fabiana. And here, as it was shown, 1 shot, 1 kill. Clearly. Remember about reloading. When you shoot all the guys, have this rifle reloaded and kill with bullet time this guy. Pick up Uzi here, micro SMG, so called, and look how it works. Pick up 2 Uzis and may fastly take them down. Alright. Headshots. Okay, look out for this guy. This very last guy can be hit from that place before and not get damaged. You don't have to go ahead, you know, like in the world record movies, just take down from the this section behind, then go in front of them in this place. That's how it was shown. I don't even use bullet time here, but you can. Remember about reloading because of lacking of ammo in this section before this very last guy. Now, look what I'm making here. Shoot dodge ahead, but wait for the appearing of 3 guys ahead and then shoot at the guys on the right side. I just screwed this up. The guy hit me and that's what happens. Remember about having at least 1 painkiller when you're running through the game, because you might have been killed. Here I just shoot dodging. Pick up shotgun before. It might be useful in this section right now, because I don't have a shotgun now, I just shooting from the pistol. Here is 1 painkiller. Alright, now pick up 2 weapons, Uzi and 9mm. Shoot them out. Eliminate them. Right. Okay. Now going through this section. We'll be flipping through the area, just like this, like in this world record movies. Alright. Something like this. And you have two scenarios, two options how to pass through this section. You can wait up here and wait as in the moment when the enemies will disappear, okay? When the enemies disappear, you'll be free to go. I don't have much health here. Yeah, I can wait, save ammo, save health, points, etc. But, in the second scenario... Okay, the position of the enemies too, in the balcony. Then, immediately these guys will appear on the bottom. And the second guy is here and the third guy will be shown. Probably it's not the only one who's in the balcony. Yes, we're waiting, just try to hear the footsteps. Just wait. If you get rid of these guys on the balcony, immediately will appear the guy on the bottom from the second room. Yeah, finally he appeared. Yes, we got him. It's worth to pick up the shotgun for the last guy and snipers in the IT tower. IT tower, whatever, pick up the painkiller. I think it's very comfortable to go with shotgun, just use bullet time. And that's all. You can even use the shotgun to save the ammo of the guys below, right here. But generally it's more risky, but the passers will get rid of two guys on the right side. Yeah. Now immediately pick up the two weapons and get rid of them. And you have two guys on the left in the stadium. You don't have to kill them because passers will get rid of them, but at least try to once hit them. You know, to not being hit by them incidentally or something. Okay, you can try to rush out to the stairs. Two guys left. Try to use bullet time, yes, and passers can do the rest of them. Last of the painkillers. Okay, now the VIP lounge. You're supposed to have enough bullet time, but if you won't have enough bullet time, you will have to shoot from the cover. If you have enough, as like me now, you'll be doing such thing. It's much more comfortable, much faster, much more effective, okay? And don't forget about the painkillers ahead. I will show you where it is. This is one of the most crucial things in the whole level, because if you forget about these two painkillers on the left, you may screw up the whole level. You may be just unlucky, you may have a bad day or something. These two painkillers are the most important in the whole level. This is my opinion. Okay. And here, shot dodge always through this window and try to not shoot the last guy here from the fence, because you may not have damaged him. I will show you once again. If you try to hit him from the fence, once you may not damage him. Maybe on the third shot, the fourth shot. Here, quick tutorial how to shoot from the sniper. You should supposed to have to aim a little bit ahead from the direction where the enemies go. A little bit further. Not directly the enemy, but a little bit further. Okay? Okay, these last guys were rather easy, but I screwed up. Okay, I was shooting him. I was intentionally used two weapons, it's the most effective thing, but even after this melee hit, he hadn't been killed. Now I need to go back because the cutscene won't appear. Now cutscenes appear and
there was only one way up there.
Here we go. Now I recommend to use bullet time, especially if you are a beginner. And the very last section. Okay? I try to shorten it as much as I could. Now, should dodge in the right side. Should dodge in the right side. You may be able to hit all three enemies which will run here. But if you will be unlucky, just try to shoot under the table, just laying down. Just try to collect bullet time, not hit damage. Don't overuse bullet time. Peacefully, we won't break record here. Lay down, kill enemies, and important thing, pick up painkillers. I rarely pick up painkillers here, but do it. And pick up the second weapon. You will be starting from 145. Bullet time, headshots, bullet time, and watch out for this guy. If you won't hit there, the guy will appear anyway. Even if we will kill these two guys, the guy from this curtains will appear every time after some time. And a very crucial thing, don't go through the door if you won't kill all enemies, because it will fail the mission. Always stand from the left, from the right. Always stand from the right when you shoot dodging. Shoot dodge and stand from the right. Now you have bullet time, and you may kill him, and him with the bullet time. Always shoot dodge. Depends how much of bullet time will left for you. Now I always shoot dodging here. I'm sometimes using here bullet time, but mostly shoot dodging. Rarely stay in this section, because I think it's tricky to get hit. And you'll be lucky you will finish this section rather fast. Okay, one painkiller and the second painkiller. Without them, don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't go to the cover, just shoot in the direction and in the way how I presenting. And get rid also these guys, of these guys on the left side, in this way. You may also flip out through the windows and escape them, but you may be hit. And it's rather very bad in this situation, because we don't have much painkillers, much ammo. Pick up this Uzi, it's very important. I will call this Uzi, okay? I think there is no problem. And the final painkiller, collect all painkillers in this area. This is very, very important, especially on the beginning of the attempts of hardcore New York minutes. Alright. And use bullet time when you will jump from the edge. And as much as you can, try to rush in this position. When they go out for a cover, maybe hit them easily. Alright? Such as presented.
Felt strange to be at the center of it again. The target, that is.
In this way.
Like an old comedian hearing one last round of applause.
Okay, that's very easy, tricky place. Why? Because you won't every time realize when you kill the enemy. So be sure that everyone here is dead. Yeah? So the points are marked, etc. Pick up MP5 and I will go show you something. Nice thing, you may rush them, but try to just change the direction of shooting. In this way. The last one. MP5 is very easy to shoot from the cover. It's very accurate. Generally, I was able to take down them a bit more fast, but I missed myself a bit. I screwed up. Okay. Okay. Pick up the AK-47. Now shoot to this cover. You will easily see the moment when the enemies will spawn under this cover, this wooden cover. And very crucial, painkillers. Alright. Now, shoot from the Uzi to the bottle of gas. If you won't hit this bottle of gas, you will have much trouble. After you hit it, don't pick up AK-47, just shoot from the Uzi. Okay, and very important thing, look out for the guy who reappeared in the door's right side. Okay, he will frequently appear and even hit you if you won't be enough fast. Okay, I think it's enough now. Everybody's dead. The last painkiller. Though we have 3 of them, but alright. And now, shooting this point, they just rest before I before I go in further. They already rest there, and word scaling appearing of the word is good in this game. So it'll be easy to see this guy undercover, behind the cover. Alright. It's supposed to be easy if you sometimes see what's going on the left side. If you won't be fast enough, the one guy will appear beyond the passes. Okay, behind the passes will appear enemy and will be screwed. I presented you how to preserve the low profile to be not detected. Just shoot this wooden block nearby the wheel. You can just lay down here, and behind yourself you have painkillers on the left side and behind you. You can just comfortably lay down. Okay. Painkillers. If you collect those, you're supposed to have enough painkillers to go through the whole level. Really, if you pick up all painkillers here, it's supposed to be fine. And try to have Uzi in the second slot. If you have Uzi in the second slot, you will have Uzi after the cutscene. Now and in the next cutscene, you will see how useful it would be in some cases. Pick up AK-47 and go. Now, you have one guy, and in this hole, in the middle we have one enemy, they're being killed, and one guy left, and now we're supposed to be fast enough to not let them trigger to respawn and go further, to go from these covers, because they were recovered. They're much worse to shoot. Now I easily change the weapon to the red arm. I would just get used to this key in this moment. But I was able to handle the situation when AK-47 was out of ammo. Okay. I just didn't reload but shoot from the other weapon. Here you have ammo and painkiller. Now in the second slot you have Uzi, and you can switch the weapon now, but you can aim, shoot the 3 enemies. If you shoot 3 enemies from here, you're good. Now, you can shoot all the enemies, but not from the headshots, but easily. Now, immediately press Q when you lay down to go to the cover, to be not vulnerable for shots from the guy who fastly goes out after the cutscene. Okay, you know what I mean. Immediately you lay down, press Q. Here you can stop in this position after behind this object. whatever. Here always used for AK-47. It's very useful because it has nice angle of shooting. Angle of view is very nice, POV, etc. Okay. Shoot these enemies in the head. Fast, accurately, effective. The painkillers. Now we have 9 of them. Okay. Now the trickiest moment in the whole level. Try to kill this guy immediately. Don't shoot at this. And now I'm gonna show you something. Look at it. Right here, behind this green container, wait. Or just rush them. It's a bit more dangerous, but more fun. I even say it's more safe in some cases. Now you can shoot at these explosives. And these guys are respawning just right behind you. They won't appear immediately. I think rushing them is nice. Try to practice this level before, yeah? 2 or 3 times even to feel confident here, yeah? Because it's the trickiest, section in the whole level. And if the max won't say the dialogue in the end of the section nearby the window which from you came out, you won't be able to go through the fence. Now we have all painkillers. We're going. Try to use Uzi here. It's about wasting the AK, which we want enough in this level to shoot from the AK all the time. Shooting from AK to this bolt is better. Remember that you're triggering the bolt by the step in the right position, middle of this bridge or something. Use AK with bullet time immediately when you trigger the enemies, because they will go out for the covers. Now you have them very easily to shoot. We have 1 painkillers behind the boat. I didn't collect them because I have 9 of them, but there is 1 painkiller behind us. Use AK. Even use is enough here. And now, as presented, if you'll be fast enough, you will be able to get them when they're going out, triggered by your steps. As usual, that's how these resps are made. And, okay, the guy left, I'm saving the ammo, pick up the Uzi. Move. Okay. Now 2 guys here, and in this house you have painkillers, but I have a backup of them. Really. Now pick up the Uzi and try to get down these guys. But Uzi, why? Through this window will next enemies appear. If you use AK here, it's much harder to shoot them through this window. And we still use Uzi. This section. Don't shot dodge on these bridges, because when you shot dodge, you can, look around, and when you look around, you can just change the angle of flying, and you can fly down to the water and you're dead. The mission is failed here. Pick up the AK, and immediately after stepping this place, the boat will appear. I just went a bit further, too far, okay? Right. Now we have the end of the level. If you pass through this, that's not bad. Okay, I won't show you all this level because it's boring. I will just explain you a few basic rules how to shoot here. Don't shoot full auto from the whole level. Just shoot 1, 2, 3 times and go on the cover. Now you don't have to press the button to go from the cover. Just press the bullet time and he will immediately go out for the cover, okay? The most dangerous place when I've been hit right now. You may be killed in only way in this section, when you be hit by the Molotovs. Now you have position when you don't using the bullet time. Just, if you will even get hit, it's not problem. Just collect the bullet time to this section because it's very important. I like to have whole bullet time here because you may be able to get them out one by one, you know, by using bullet time. If you won't be able to shoot some car or some enemy, just go to full auto and try to damage the car as much as you can to make them explode. And even one in a row, more than one in a row will be exploded. Always try to begin from the left side of the enemies. Now we will see this section. Always left side, because you will be easily able to shoot the Fabiana by accident. You know, if it's 5th time, 6th or 7th, you might be vulnerable to risk of shooting her. So, from the left side, now here, because she's crouching, she has blood shark, etc. Now, don't shoot in the middle, just on the left and then on the right, because these guys on the right and left are already in the room, you know, and these ones are just going from the cover in the middle, and you'll have bullet time. You'll be faster than them. You'll be faster here than they go out from the cover if you're using bullet time. Now collect all the ammo and try to have 2 uses, and try to pick up rifle. I let them go for the cover because I have now rifle, because if rifle will be too far, I won't able to collect the rifle, yes? Now, use the rifle here, because it's very accurate, and you'll be saving ammo for the last section, one of the last section, which is very tricky. I will show you why and how to pass through this section. It's not now yet. Now just pick up rifle and overuse it or something. Pick up the rifle, shoot them. I shoot at the guy and I will be able to collect bullet time, but I didn't kill him. I just hit him and I collect bullet time by just 1 or 2 hits. And it's enough to take him down in this way while using bullet time, just by 1 hit. Even if you won't have any bullet time here, just shoot from the cover, and even if you won't hit the enemy, you'll be able to activate bullet time and shoot accurately in the head, on the right side, left side, right side, in the middle. Now use 2 uses here. Use 2 uses here and look out for the guy for the shotgun, with the shotgun. If the guy won't hide here with this shotgun, and if you go out from the cover in the wrong position, he'll be dead or be hit badly. Try to make this section, which is very difficult normally, by shoot dodging around. Exactly in places how I presented, exactly around, and don't go inside these offices. Don't go inside the middle of the desk and try to control the amount of ammo here, because you're just shooting and try to kill them as much as you can of enemies when you shoot dodging from the very beginning to the very ending of this section. No? Because if you have enemies left in the ending of shoot dodging in this section, that's more difficult. Collect all the ammo, collect all rifle, collect in the all places everything which you can, because it's very important.
One of the perks of working for
collect this one, and always start from the right side. Always start from the driver. If you won't shoot the driver and you will be won't be fast enough to shoot the rest of them, the game is failed. Okay, 4 of them. Game is failed because the driver is the most crucial to activate the cutscene further. Now, immediately use Uzi and bullet time and shoot them and don't stress. Immediately. Now use rifle. In the second section use rifle, because we will use in rifle now. Probably you will have run out of ammo of Uzi, that's why we will have in rifle. Now use bullet time, take down the guy from the left, right side. Sometimes if you shoot from the cover, you'll be easily able to shoot the guy in the head, but not always. Even if you have death cutscene, the guy will be able to survive this. That's why we need painkillers, to not be able to be easily killed, yes? Now, this is tricky moment. One of the trickiest if you want to have a knowledge how to easily pass through this. This is this moment when 2 enemies appeared. If these enemies appeared here, from this section, you go in with bullet time. You go in with bullet time all the time when you lay down from the cover. Go out from the cover and these 2 enemies appear. When you shoot one enemy, you're not stopping bullet time, 2 second enemy appeared. And here, the same situation. You're having bullet time all the time and you're now waiting to the last guy. And he will go out from the cover every time. Okay, the rest section. The next section, shoot out all enemies as a way as it's presented. Don't start from the guy in the shirt, in the left, in the blue shirt. Okay, always some guys are going from this room, the respin, etc. It's normal. And very important thing is painkillers behind you. So, behind the bar on the left and in the room ahead. Okay, we'll try and pick up a AK-47 and maybe second weapon. Second weapon will be Uzi. Remember to pick up Uzi here and AK. Both of them. Change the direction of shooting. Now, the guy here. On the first attempt, we'll always go out from the cover, so just have an eye on him. Go always for these painkillers, then afterwards kill the enemies. Painkillers and then enemies. Here we have 2 enemies. You didn't have to shoot these guys behind us in the balcony. Only if you have not enough bullet time. Here we have situation when the guy goes out from the room, and if you want to shoot the guy which comes out from the room behind us, he will be able to shoot us when we go out here. So be careful. Always go to this position, pick up pistol, I guess it's saving of ammo, and you are under the cover, but don't go to the cover, just shoot from the covers in this way, how I presenting. This is much more effective than just going to the cover. And now, be careful on this guy if you haven't killed him, which goes out from the room from the previous section. Okay, now in the way as it is presented, this guy is having a head here. Okay, right. Now we were getting rid of AK after the cutscene, so that's why I was saving Uzi. but generally we will have run out of ammo of AK in this section. Use it. You don't have to shoot in the head, just shoot as much as you can fast, just to take down them all in a row, just in one attempt of this cutscene. In the cutscene you will be easily able to shoot all if you will be fast enough. Use AK. Now, the guys are coming out. Remember to starting to shoot at them from this place. The job inside the house will be much easier if you shoot out everyone here. Okay, collect painkillers and don't switch the weapon. Use AK here and use your cover. Try to destroy the window and one bullet time attempt, one kill. If you do more than one enemy, this is the risk of getting hit. Generally not kill, but at least hit. Shoot even in this place if you don't see the dot. Shoot from the cover, shoot while aiming. Generally while aiming. Bullet time and aiming. Okay. And the situation will be calm enough, as it will be soon. The guy from the doors will appear. Even if you step using cover and you step up, the guy will open the window, the door. Yes, you can use the cover. Collect ammo because it's useful and go. Here always appear enemies. So before going downstairs, shoot the enemies from upstairs. Now you can shoot the enemies here. If you'll be lucky enough, you might have killed them. Okay, if you kill two enemies here, you're good. Yeah? Because you have clear situation of getting inside. It's very, very tricky because if you'll be going too far, the two enemies here on the balcony will appear and the situation will be much more difficult. Yes. Now two enemies here. Use bullet time. Don't hesitate to use bullet time. And an important section, so when the painkillers are here were painkillers. Okay, this section is very difficult because it's glitchy. Don't flip from the whole level. Don't run too fast. And if you find yourself in the place when the guy with flare will appear, just wait there in this place. Don't move from here until he will fly, until he will shoot the flare. And let these guys escape. Because there is a glitch when the enemies won't appear ahead. It's very important. Here you're using AK. This is the most important thing in this section. Using AK here and further because it has a very good shooting angle, POV, field of view. So any personal weapon, Uzi or 9mm pistol, won't be able to provide you the good fire angle. Okay, these covers are wooden. Here we have coal. The guys are easy, not always, but generally easy. And here only AK. That's how I said to you. Because the guys are coming out from the houses and they're much harder to hit if you won't use AK. These houses, the small houses, from the wooden doors. Now, important section. Rush them, shoot and rush them with bullet time. Don't stay beyond. This is New York minute. This is equivalent of medium difficulty. Yes, if it will be hard or hardcore, it's New York minute still. So it will be easily to go from this section. Just shoot the enemies through the window before you enter to the house. Have another house. Shoot from the cover and immediately use UZ aimed. Be aware that the guy is behind the cover, just ahead of us. Oh, here in this place was enemy. He very trickily resting this place. Now we're going ahead. And immediately go out from this cover. Pick up AK, go out from this cover. In this order. Shoot the guys, shoot the other guy, and here. Here is the last enemy, and you could see the Molotov. If you would wait there, you will be killed. Easily killed, or will be. If you would should dodge, then you will be having serious problems. Do it only in a way as I presented. This is most effective. Now, the problem is the rest of them. If you step further, these guys are appearing. Don't go upstairs before you take down the guys, because now the whole hell is breaking loose. Here, in this moment. Fall back here, and now you'll be seeing these guys. Wait until you shoot down all the enemies in this house. You'll be coming out. If you're doing fine here, collect painkiller and go ahead. You're almost done here. You're almost finished. Yeah, and that's all of the level. Yeah. No enemies left. Now, shoot dodge ahead. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And pick up the pistol. And we will go in the left side. Left side, pick up 2 45s and left side. In this direction. Always. Don't think, just do it. Yeah? Shoot them with a bullet time, collect bullet time. Almost. Or just don't get hit. Always, behind that bush on the right side is enemy. Here. He can also go out sneakily if you won't be fast enough. He may be able to kill you or damage badly. In this guy, always in the head. Always in the head, nothing else. Only head, because if you won't be able to shoot him, it will be fail. Always do such thing. Don't make the guy with grenade launcher shoot more time than one. Always look out for the enemies up ahead on the balcony. There will be always at least 1 or 2 which will go out for the cover. And yes, pick up the grenade with a magazine of pistol of Uzi if you're having grenade launcher, yes. But if you be careful enough, do such thing. Pick up Uzi and go. The grenade launcher will be very useful. Very useful. I'm gonna show you. Try to play this section 1, 2, 3 times. to feel more confident bearing grenade launcher. Yes? Very important thing. Here, carefully step in, trigger the enemies. If you'll be able to get fast enough, after the stairs you'll be seeing the guys which are coming from the gate ahead. The gate ahead, which will be passing right now. Don't rush them if you don't have to, because it's one of the most trickiest moments on the whole level. Yes? You won't have any Uzi after the enemy, only 45.
You got the energy for an encore? Let's move!
I didn't mind saying goodbye to this place whacked out on meds.
Hey, come on. Hey, wake up. Let's go.
There he is. Hey, how you doing? You heard about the thing? $100,000. Not fucking around.
Press 4, press 4. Simultaneously press 4 and now use grenade launcher. And this guy on the left, always use 45 here. Shoot through the smoke. Try to easily find this guy to not make them spread out. Okay.
Passos had put some
And last guy, and very important thing, fast, go fast, go ahead, use bullet time, use your bullet time, shoot this guy on the right side with a shotgun. When you shoot guy with a shotgun, you're good to go. This is one of the most dangerous people in this game, the guy with the shotgun from the right side. The guy here and here. Yes, we're done. Now, try to have Uzi in the second slot. I screwed up this, because you see why. If you have Uzi in the second slot, you will have this immediately after the cutscene. It's wasting of time to switch to the Uzi, which will be needed. But during the switching the slots, I just lost the ammo, and lost the opportunity to pick up the Uzi with 2 magazines, and I left only with 1 magazine, and it was terrible. Now I wouldn't be able to. I wasn't able to pick up the Uzi. It's terrible. It just disappeared. I don't know why. It just happened. I try to have Uzi in the second slot. Even if 1 magazine, you'll be able to shoot the guys there. But how to shoot the guys there? I'm gonna show you. Uzi on the second slot, done.
freebie.
Guy on this section, done. Don't shoot ditch ahead. Leave here and use bullet time, and immediately, as fast as you can, kill as much enemies as you can. Okay, you have Uzi, and tricky moment. I was run out of Uzi. Be careful about running out of ammo of Uzi, because you'll be using grenade launcher. But if you'll be there, there's bigger opportunity of not dying by a grenade launcher, but shooting this more ahead. I just spotted that I was using the grenade launcher, but once probably I killed myself by using grenade launcher here, because it immediately switched to grenade launcher instead of a pistol. Now you left with pistol, and you can easily shoot them if you have widescreen monitor, if you have enough brightness here, and if you have known the level enough. It's not that hard, but you have to practice a bit. I encourage you to practice this level at least 1, 2, 3 times before attempting New York Minutes Hardcore. Here, very important thing, because I get used to of this situation. Go to this cover, immediately go to the second cover, and immediately to the third cover. So nearby the passes. Don't go right side, go left side. Immediately. While he is speaking, flip here. Go to the 1 cover, 2nd cover, 3rd cover here. Now we have in the grenade launcher. I don't know if it's really worth of it. It looks nice, but generally, if you are afraid of bearing the grenade launcher till this section, it's not bad, because you may easily go out for the cover and aim, and you won't be shot from the sniping pile, because that's how it's programmed. Wait for the passes now, and we'll be going to the cover ahead to this gravestone, which is rather damaged, but doesn't take much difference. Now, at least. Now we have an Uzi. This is very tricky one, because you will be able to go out of all ammo, you know? That's why I'm bearing grenade launcher here, till this moment, because grenade launcher saves you a lot of ammo and also a lot of time if you'll be able to shoot in a good direction. Just practice, and you will be practicing. That's rather easy. Yeah, in my opinion, it's rather easy. If you're having grenade launcher, yes. Now, immediately fall back after this cutscene, because it will be changing the angle of shooting. Use this option of changing angle of shooting, because this is good equivalent of using the cover. Here are always 3 enemies. Try to be fast enough to catch them. You're triggering this guy by stepping in. Always, if he won't go out if you won't step in. And the second guy, and we're finished here. Try to pick up it. I don't know in which situation you'll be until this moment. Pick up the pistol. You can pick up also the shotgun. Why the shotgun? I don't really like the shotgun here, but using shotgun in this section is just sparing the ammo of rest of the weapons, and it is as much as effective as the 2 weapons here. So you can easily use shotgun in this shooting this way as presented. I'm picking also the painkillers, which is here, and also in this room. And we're going further. Now, pick up this painkiller and pick up 2 weapons and wait to appear of enemies, and don't let them go out from these curtains. Never ever, because when they will spread out, the situation will be bad. Use 2 weapons and shoot from this cover. Don't go ahead, don't go outside this cover. It's very good cover. Okay, we're going to the last guy. And remember that if you have enough bullet time, shoot the guy. Now, only use shotgun. Only use shotgun. Immediately pick up the shotgun. Pick up the emojis ahead in the left side. Immediately reload. And don't use anything but only shotgun. Only shotgun. Because, okay, and look out to not let them go to the passage, because they're running here. They're rushing from this room, from the middle, from the right, left. They can easily go by running to the passage and shoot him if you want to observe the situation carefully. Now, look at the middle of the section, because you will be not even in the whole attempts able to see enemies going through the room. Yes. Now shot dodge. Shot dodge and hit him at least once to gain bullet time, and use bullet time here to shoot the guy to the head. Yeah, to make this guy dead easily, quickly and fast. Now we have rifle and the last enemy, and these 2 enemies are just triggered. Yes. Don't pick up SMG. Don't pick up SMG there. I will tell you why. Because there is one glitch. The SMG will be later in the desk. I will show you on the desk. I will show you when and why only. In this place you can pick up the SMG. There's glitch. You won't able to shoot from the SMG when the helicopter cutscene appear. It's terrible.
The odds of me getting out
I've been dead
let alone Giovanna and Marcello,
only because of this place.
passing second.
With the helicopter. Now you have painkiller.
I knew this
Yes, we have painkiller.
one way I dealt.
And how to avoid the glitch. We're going ahead. Yes, will be having enemies on the left side. We'll be taking them right now. Don't let them go to this house. Use bullet time, don't break it, don't stop it, just use it all the time and don't let them go inside the house. Because when they go inside the house and you will go out here, through this cover, through this obstacle, he will be able to shoot you. Now, pick up this weapon. Here, just try to shoot at least one, reload and go ahead. Then I think the glitch won't appear. The glitch is based on the thing that you won't be able to shoot at all. If you want to even have an ammo to this SMG, in this cutscene you won't be able to shoot. In all cutscenes, if you won't have ammo, you'll be able to shoot, but in this cutscene, not. And don't shoot by the single shots. Shoot only full auto here. Don't hold the left mouse button before the cutscene. Only when the cutscene appear, then full auto. Here only full auto. Through whole this section full auto. Why? Just because well, if you hit the guy once, even if the cutscene of hitting the guy will appear in the ending, you may fail the game. Why? Because the RPG won't explode. The cutscene of flying bullet will appear, but the RPG won't explode. That's why. I don't know why. Just the crappy game. Okay, less enemies. Try to start from this right side and here, because it's much easier to start from the distant guy. It takes more time to aim and hit. Okay, I'll be having the next section. Here. Don't shoot dodge. Use bullet time. Shoot in the head. Only in the head and only with Beretta, because you only have Beretta. Use headshots. Use bullet time, headshots. Take your time. Don't go out from this cover. Just aim from the cover, but don't go out from this cover. And you'll be fast and easy enough to go through this section. I have gold rifle of this type, but it doesn't take much difference, I guess. But I am encouraging you to pick up the gold parts. Now, important thing, you don't see enemies here. But after you go down, the enemies immediately respawn. Immediately respawn, because that's how they're programmed, and immediately we were having 3 enemies here and above, behind the door. One guy, second guy, and the last guy, not last but third guy, is on the bottom. And we have cutscene, but the guy through the door is here. Beside the fact that we had a cutscene of finishing the enemy. It's tricky, it's confusing. That's how it's programmed. It's terrible. Now the last section. I won't show you how I dealt with them, what I dealt. I just give you one tip. Don't bind the keys to the num lock, screw lock and caps lock, because it won't be activated during using these cutscenes. If you're having these keys as a primary keys, you'll fail. You'll fail because they won't be able to activate during this fight. Try to play this level at least 1 or 2 to know which keys will be using in this fight. Now, shoot dodge ahead and try to start from the guy in the right side. And immediately when you finish, escape from them. Escape from them and try to shoot them in one shot dodge. If you want to be able to be done, try it at least in this way how it's done here in the movie. I just lost the material from recording, I'm just switching back to the hardcore mode. I only lost this section of the recording. And pick up using here. Always leave for a while here to get out, to get down this sniper on the right side, and don't leave them too much. To not make them able to shoot the grenade, throw the grenade and to kill the Fabiana. It's Giovanna actually. Okay, because if you stay nearby the Fabiana, you can be able to get grenade nearby the Fabiana, which is generally failed. Very difficult situation. Okay, it's very rare to have these two guys on the right side, but it may happen. And yes, now it's not necessary to shoot them in the head. And try to include the projectile of a weapon, because the ballistics are preserved. Always shoot dodge now. Shoot dodge now. Use two weapons, and if you have a rifle, if you didn't pick up the rifle before in the yard, then you'll be able to pick up the rifle in the yard. But if you pick up the rifle in the yard, you won't be able to pick up again the rifle behind you, behind the doors from which we came out. Yeah? And here, as I presented, it's done. Here and here, yes. Always remember the place from which the enemies go out. So behind these tires. And be very careful, shot dodge, you don't have bullet time, shot dodge because you're after the heavy fight. Then shot dodge. To not make them able to hit you. Now the final painkiller here. It not appears if you don't go enough far. Okay. Now you're supposed to have rifle pickup. I don't have rifle now, but you'll be able even to easily shoot them. Wait to appearing of two enemies in this section and then shoot the guy in the bus. If you're having a rifle with bullet time, you'll be able to quickly get him out. This guy in the bus. You don't have to shoot dodge through the stairs. It is even more safe to leave here, but don't go too close to the cover, because aiming. Now wait to appearing of two enemies. Now if you'll be fast enough, now I hadn't been fast enough to avoid all bullets and to hit them precisely, but if you be fast enough, you'll be able to use bullet time when they will going out from the cover. But generally this relies on just slow moving and carefully aiming from the whole section, from the whole yard. And this tricky moment when the cutscene of the last guy appear and the next guy immediately appear after the killing cutscene. You know, it's confusing. If you didn't kill this guy here on stairs, he will appear here in these doors. If not, the last guy is here. And after cutscene, we have the very last guy. Now, I will be shooting. I won't show you whole section, because it's more or less boring. Just remember to use bullet time. Sometimes remember to use reload and shoot in this gasoline. Now to make them explode sooner or later. It's nice. Okay. Nothing really special in this section. We're going to the hard thing. Why the hard thing? Because the basic rule of using cover here. One shoot while being uncovered. One that never shoot more enemies than one before you're covered again. You will be able to quickly get shot. I just omitted that rule, but generally that's the main rule of surviving here. The second basic rule to survive here is to shoot to the cars from the cover, from the time to time, just to shooting from the cover to the cars. Make them explode sooner or later, because it will be very useful, because there is a panic over there, and sooner or later they will explode. Yes, it's much easier and faster. Yeah. And always shoot one, maybe two enemies after you're uncovered, and sometimes use shooting from the cover without aim. Yeah. Just be effective, fast, etc. Here, important section, because you need to immediately pick up this painkiller. It's basic rule here, and don't forget about this. And now you have one painkiller, and even if you'll be shoot badly, generally you will go out from this place, because you have still one painkiller. And here in this situation I would be dead, but I'm not, because I have one painkiller. Generally, that's how it works. I'm playing hard and that's why I was hit, but generally that's how it works. I don't picking up two weapons. I will pick a Balder, so the pistol.
The dead guys look
Because of the matter of sparing the ammunition of SMG.
with a manifesto.
Because there is a lot of shooting here. Pick up the painkiller here. There's two painkillers. This section which we just passed. Okay.
The radio. Maybe
I pick the weapon and we're going further. Remember to trigger the cutscene here, because you won't be able to go through the door right ahead. It will be closed. Now, pick up two weapons if you can. If not, okay, you have SMG. SMG on the second slot means the weapon is triggered after each cutscene. Yeah?
I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there.
And the second slot, so in the right side of the, you know, the circle button of choosing the weapon. Okay, it was one of the fuel feed, second fuel feed, and here immediately shoot dodge. Just don't play with them, don't wait on them, just shoot dodge through them, and we're done. Now we don't have any bullet time. Now we're using
So this was the famous now. We could have gone to the moon while I was
precise aiming. We're waiting to go out from ray covers, and peacefully we're shooting on them, sparing the bullet time. Yeah, spare the bullet time to, you know, worse times. Generally, we'll even
Where was
yes, spare bullet
I
time.
still didn't know what the hell happened.
Now shoot dodge. Shoot dodge ahead. Always just wasting of time of doing anything else. Okay. Now here, bullet time to this last guy. You will be able to get hit. If you won't use bullet time and shoot the guy from the left. Yes. Maybe not hit badly, but hit at all. Here I just switch the weapon to 2 SMGs. Here, very important thing, painkiller. In the first room on the right we have painkiller in the bathroom. Pick up it and don't go to the rest of the rooms. We have 3 rooms, don't touch them. Going ahead. 3 guys here, 1, 2, 3. Don't reload. You have 2 SMGs. The last guy from the balcony, from the left, from the right. Shoot from the window, try to break them before you go here, or just shoot blind, you know, to go fast through this section. We don't break in a world record, but this game and its, you know, difficulty relies on being fast here. Yes, and here, run, rush, run, don't wait on them, just flip out, go beyond the piano and beyond this cover, and immediately shoot them being in the crouch position. And watch out from the enemy's right side. I from time to time look right side, because it rarely happens, but they go out from the balcony and they might kill you, but they laying there dead. So generally they won't appear, but it happens that if you want to kill them, they will be here, and it's much more difficult. Now, pick up 2 weapons. After you shoot the first guy here, after waiting, and look at this poetry. But it's tricky because the one guy here ahead is covered, very well covered, and he's hidden. Now, the guys on the other side of the river, the Panama Canal, and we're done. Okay. Pick up the rifle and use bullet time and kill 2 enemies if it's possible. If not, this will be more problematic, but okay. Pick up shotgun. Because we will be needing him. Pick up the SMG to the last guy here, because we'll be done using shotgun. We'll spare the ammo for shotgun for here. And use immediately shoot dodge, because you won't be able to use bullet time. And this guy is very tricky because he's having a shotgun. Shotgun here is immediately death. Here, use this cover. Use this cover, don't use anything else. Use this cover, don't go out from this cover. Use blind shots from this cover. Blind shot from this cover. Always full auto from this shotgun, because this guy also had a shotgun. And this is the most frequent way of killing in this level. If you having cover and shotgun, you'll be fine.
On the bridge. I checked it.
Now,
I spotted
that's one tricky place. Let's see how I dealt with this place. I just flip out, change the cover, and pick up the rifle before. Pick up the rifle in the section before, and don't trigger the cutscene of getting in this place. If you will have Glock here, you'll be even able to shoot them, but try to use the rifle, and don't pick up the MP5 from this track, and only go on the right side of the cover to pick up the painkiller. Don't pick up the MP5, because you'll be able to get hit. Yes? And the last guy here, don't shoot the guys in the bottom. Go to this MP5 if you don't have a rifle. If you have a rifle, just dealt with these guys. Deal with these guys. Oh, you have another rifle and you have another painkillers. The track on the left. We have 2 tracks with ammunition and with the painkillers. Very important. Now we have MP5, easily to get hit them. If you have another rifle with 30 rounds, it's also very useful. Even with 20. Pick up the painkillers, I've omitted them I guess, but whatever. Or maybe not. Pick up the rifle. Clean headshots now. I will be triggering next cutscene. Okay, now try to treat the Deagle as an infinite ammo mode. Infinite ammo, so shoot automatically full auto, just shoot, and shoot in these glasses. Shoot to the windows of these glasses because it's cover. If you shoot the last guy, you won't be able to shoot them further. In these glasses, through these glasses you will be able to shoot them. If you break the glasses, you'll be having clean shots. Very important to have these glasses broken, because while shoot dodging, you'll be able to get the guy. Even if not, just go on the right side here, just cleaned out, go to the cover, press to the window by shooting, and from the cover, shoot him. Be careful to the last guy if you didn't shoot him. And we're good to go. Okay, now you should have a reasonable amount of ammo for Deagle. If you're having a nice, duel with enemies with shooting infinite Deagle, then you'll be having 50 rounds of Deagle and use Deagle with SMG here. Not rifle and only 2 weapons here if you have Deagle. If you have Deagle, it's very easy here because we have very good fire rate. We have nice angle of view here. It's rather narrow rooms. Rifles are less effective here. 2 weapons, I think, is the most effective thing. Shoot before the appearing of enemy. You can easily trigger them, either by footstepping or by shooting. Here by shooting, before it was by footstepping, but whatever. Okay, last section. On the left side, on the last floor, break these glasses. Don't let them go through this balcony to the next room, just keep them in this place and shoot him. At him. 2 guys. Alright. And the very last guy in this level, trigger him by shooting. Trigger. He goes out. And he's dead. Liberata. And try to take down these guys fast. Pick up the rifle enough fast to be able to chase down these 2 guys and chase down this 3rd guy here. Use the bullet time and kill him. Don't go out from this hole. Stay here. Take down all enemies from this place. Why? Because the one guy is behind the cover and is not visible now. And probability of getting hit staying here is much smaller. If you take down all enemies, go slowly further. Here we have this guy which have hidden. Now we have the last guy here and it's clear. Okay, now button pushing. Fine. So, don't go out, stay here behind the desk. Take down all enemies. Be careful. 3 guys in the balcony. Now 2 guys here. Take down the guy on the bottom very fast because he has RPD. Don't go to this room after this second guy, because the next guy will come out from this room and will be making a much mess around. He may damage, hit you, and even kill maybe. It's very fast. So immediately go here and take down all enemies. Don't go to this room, right side. Okay, now we
I knew this thing was
having next section. Pick up shotgun, painkiller, but I'm using Beretta. I'm only use Beretta on the very beginning, and now I have a really load of ammo here, and it's much easier, much more comfortable to not move and only shooting from the cover. I think it's very nice, because if you go immediately for the rifle, they would appear immediately because you trigger them just by stepping, and it's very tricky. Do not pick up rifle immediately, but shoot them before. So before triggering them, take down all the enemies which are here, collect the ammo, and let's go. 3 enemies. I have a rifle, and very tricky place in whole game. We will be heading very slowly ahead to this place and try to track the place when they are respawning. It's easily visible because you trigger it by the footsteps. So you're just moving slowly and taking down the enemies. Slowly, no rush. Use your time, take your time. Doesn't matter if you have painkillers. I hope so. Because rushing through this place is dangerous. It's possible, but if you went such ahead, if you are here, no, I don't recommend to rush from this place. Just go slowly. Okay, and the last enemies, use bullet time. Don't get hit. Everything's good. Last painkiller.
This was hell on earth.
I pick up 1 rifle, ammo.
Sunset too, if I were
No
him,
more here.
but I was in too far.
Now we have condemned building. Go back to this room. This is very important. There is RPD there is Beretta ammo and painkillers. Very important. It'd be very useful to have them.
Where those bastards were going.
Now we're planting the bomb. It's on the right side now, the most closest. Planting C4 in the most distant place. And no matter when you will end up, in what place, you're gonna end up here, I guess. I'm not sure, but probably yes. Every time when the enemies will appear, you will land behind that cover. So ahead of them. In front of. Okay.
At least my
Pick up the ball. This is the only place when you can pick up the second pistol to your slot. Very important. Do it. It's the only place. It will be useful then. Now, clear shots in the head without bullet time. Just aim and take them out. Now shoot them with bullet time. Straight in the head. Very more trickier. And reload the Barrett, get the RPD, go to this room. Take down 3 enemies, no more. Here are 4 enemies, but immediately go here after getting out 3 enemies, because there will be next wave of these soldiers. And go back to this to this last guy, this 4th guy from the first wave. We take down the second wave. This guy from the first wave, this 4th guy from the first wave. Plant the bomb, and we have a 3rd wave. 3rd wave of enemies. Use the RPD. Generally, you can go in front of them. We will be sticked together in one place. But you can also wait here. And the last guy is usually behind that wall. So slowly move and don't get hit. Now the rest of the explosive bad before. Take the sniper rifle. I'll show you why later. Very useful for the very last enemy armored with LMG, light machine gun. This place is very difficult, and then for this place we need this sniper. Planting rest of explosives. I hope you pick up the ball, because now you have 2 pistols and it will be enough to handle the situation soon.
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Now we will shot dodging in the left side with 2 pistols. We will leave in a Barrett. Do it. And immediately stand up and immediately go to the next cover, as you see now. Generally I didn't stand up too soon and I get hit, but generally look out for this guy which falls during the earthquake. It's not earthquake, it's just explosive. Generally it's sometimes hard to see that the guy fall from this balcony. You always trigger this explosion, always fall back and shoot him in the leg through this air conditioner. Go to this blue object and you will trigger immediately this guy. Shoot him in the head with bullet time. Not like I did it, but before activate the bullet time. Okay? Now very carefully move here with crouching. And you may trigger the next explosion, or you will trigger the second explosion by shooting him in the head. Right now. Generally, don't use LMG here, leave it. But activate bullet time when you move. Shoot before you see the guy here. Very important. He's very stubborn to kill you. And it's very easy to die there. Don't go behind you. Trigger the 3 enemies here by getting to the door and triggering the explosion. Now you trigger the last enemy, pick up the Barrett try to shoot him. Maybe in the head, maybe by shoot dodge, generally by Barret. Maybe in Taurus will be enough, I'm not entirely sure. Make sure you know if it's enough. Yeah, I shoot him in the head. Now, shoot this guy for the cover at least once and you will gain a bullet time. Even if you won't kill him, just aim by bullet time and kill the rest of them. I think it's the best which you can perform here without going in an open fight. Pick up painkillers and we go in. We choose in 45.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose.
Now we have 4 in 5.
It seemed to be working.
Because SMG will be very useful later, so spare the SMG. Always start from the guy from the right side. It's very easy then to take this guy from the left. Now I screwed up the guy with the shotgun, and generally it's enough to shoot him and he will just lay down. Okay. I still have in a 45. You will be, if you wouldn't be fast enough, they will be even out from this cover. They will be a bit further because they're stepping in. Yeah. So you have to be fast enough. Pick up SMG, choose SMG before the cutscene. Now you have SMG. Immediately turn on bullet time and perform long action of taking all the enemies, if it's possible. If it's not, break and wait for them to drag them out from the covers to show. It's very rare to be out of ammo here, but generally I just pick up the shotgun. That's very dangerous, but generally I ended up with such situation and finished the job. Painkiller. Okay. No matter what weapon you use now as a main weapon, because we'll be switching it anyway. Why? Because we will be having nice fight with grenade launcher and rocket launcher. Very important thing now. Don't press W. While cutscene is shown, because it still registers the key of moving forward. That means if you keep W while the cutscene is over, you just go out from the cover and you just get hit by the automatic weapon mounted on the vehicle right ahead. Now, don't press anything. Just stay where you are and wait until the weapon will overheat. Pick up, shot dodge in the left, always shot dodge. You can have worse day or something. Pick up rocket launcher. Yes, and only on open space here. Don't go to beyond the police officer's cars. Now shoot only in this way. And important thing, if you won't be able to shoot all enemies by these 2 rockets, hide behind that cover on the very end of it and shoot only on the right side with the GL. Never ever aim, just only from the cover, unaimed. This is very important, and you may be killed if you won't listen. Yes.
Well, wasn't this nice?
Unfortunately. Try to practice before you have started this level. The hardcore. Now, shoot in the middle and make sure 3 enemies are down. Why? Because these enemies here may not be able to kill by the one shot of the GL if you will not aim in the middle. Now, shoot general grenade launcher only if you are covered. don't shoot while you're running. Don't shoot while you're running. Even if while changing the cover the enemy was faster than you now all here, then just switch on the weapon and shoot. Don't use grenade launcher instantly when you just switching the cover. So from the other cover to the other. Now breaking the glass. Now run, and you'll be able to hit the guy if when the doors are still open. Now break all glass. On the left side and right side, you have clear shot when the guys from the elevator will appear. Now painkillers.
And of course, they were headed my way.
Only shoot from GL unaimed. Only shoot from GL while aiming from the cover with bullet time. Use bullet time, then aim and shoot. Never ever shoot from GL while you are precise aiming. Only if you are covered. If you are uncovered and you need to use precise aim, as I did, only with bullet time. If you see the fancy green light, actually is mark of reposition. So I played them hard, fast, and I didn't scare them. Try to practice. It's a difficult level. It's suicide just attempting everything without practice. Okay, now just aim, stain, and through this door you have painkiller. Here we have SMG, it's very important. One guy, second guy, third guy, fourth guy. Now you're escaping in this room. Go from the left to the right and go to this room. They will drag out all the enemies. They will all coming to you. Yes? All, everyone. If you have reload, turn on bullet time and reload. It will be faster and you won't be killed, hit, shot, not hit such badly. Now the tricky moment. I screwed this up a bit. We have armored guy with LMG. Now I supposed to use cover, but instead I tried to hit him. But even if you hit him in the head while the death cutscenes appeared, there may be a problem. That's very tricky situation. I think it's better to shoot him from the cover, from this room. But generally, if you have a rifle, it's easier to make a precise shot in the head from such place uncovered. But I prefer SMG here because we have 32 rounds, not 20 now, and we still have 32 rounds. It's very comfortable here. Just take them out. And remember about the guy which will appear through the gate. Shoot from the gate. I will be fine. Okay, the trick with tear gas, so we are shooting to the element on the second floor, on the first floor, wherever, and we left only with 2 pistols. There is no possible to have any more weapons here. It will be easy if you look precisely what I did. Now, aim and precisely slowly go and try to drag the moment when you trigger the enemy to see the spawn points. So I didn't afraid of fancy green light and shooting when I see that. When I see green light, I shoot in the green light and shooting at the enemy. Yeah? Now I'm shooting very uncovered, it was dangerous, but I knew that it was the very last guy on them. I'm picking up the Uzi. I turned out the green light also in here and here. Because going with green light I think is very tricky here, and it's not necessary. You have just precise aim set in settings. You shouldn't use green light, I guess. That's my opinion on this situation, as it handles recoil very bad. Now the tricky moment. You see that the guys with Barrett is coming, and the guy is here, and he even hit me. I don't know how did this happen. I was healed very well, but he would kill me if I wouldn't be healed. What's the problem? This guy is changing position very frequently. He can be in the middle, on the left, on the right, everywhere. Now the very good position to shoot this guy and the guy on the left. Stay here, wait for the guy and shoot him. Now I don't have more painkillers than I just used, so I won't wait for the enemies. I will just go to the cover and shoot them after picking up the painkiller. I have only one painkiller. If I wouldn't have any painkiller, I would be dead. If I would be get shot. Now the kill house. Right side painkillers. Okay. The problem of this section relies generally on the sniper. You trigger him by going to this cover for a while and he will appear. Use bullet time, shoot on the head. Use bullet time, shoot on the head. Very heavily armored, so generally it's much easier. I would pick up now the rifle, but I use SMG. It doesn't matter. Generally it's better to use rifle on the guy which is sniping. These guys are easy, but now I would pick up a rifle. But I pick up Uzi. And this guy is much worse to get down if you're using Uzi. Rifle is more optimal in this place to shoot out the sniper. And we have two enemies under cover, behind the cover, and one guy comes out from this room. Always two guys and a third is running. Never changed. You need to drag them out by shooting or staying there. Generally, wouldn't move. There was ammunition, I guess, behind us.
Figured I'd bag those up for evidence.
Okay, now I'm just staying here. I don't doing anything here, just staying and waiting when they come to me. Sometimes I'm shooting, sometimes I'm making a little step, sometimes I'm shooting on the paper, sometimes I'm waiting to appear a guy with shotgun. Now, look, it was very important to wait for this guy. When you shoot down the guy with a shotgun, you can slowly go out from the cover. Shoot in the paper, shoot from the wooden covers. Yeah, and the second guy which rushed. So there are two guys which rushing, and then only the situation is safe. Okay, now the Uzi, we're sparing ammo. Okay, we're going. Use Uzi, use shot dodge, and you have to trigger. No, don't trigger the enemies. go to the final painkiller and trigger enemy now. Just make one step through the stairs and the guy will appear. Oh. Now the guy appeared, and also the guys from the room from the right side. Everywhere now are the enemies because you triggered them by making one step. Yeah, one step up through the stairs. Yeah, I'm shoot dodging, but shoot dodging here is very, very difficult. Why? Because you can fall down from this balcony downstairs. When you fall down, you're in serious troubles. So it's better to lay down and shoot them. Just while laying. Yeah. It will take some time to drag them out. You need to hear the footsteps when the guy coming, because we will try to be closing in. Wherever. And even be careful when you will stand up. Why? Because you can be hit. Just because it's one enemy and the second enemy further. Yeah? We don't control the direction of where we're standing and the way how we're standing. Now immediately new cutscenes appear. If you are run out of ammo, you have problem. Now, it's bullet time, you're using Uzi. I hope that you still have Uzi. If you run out of ammo, the ammo is behind us. On the desk. Behind us on the left. Yes. Are you saving the ammo? It's good position to change and pick up the last painkiller here. Generally there's one also painkiller nearby the ammo, I guess. Oh, on the left side. And now he's using. Generally, if you are here, it's very good. Picking up the ammo, it's more accurate. And I'm using bullet time immediately when his head appears. And we did it, finally. Now, I don't know if I had told you, but it's the most dangerous place in whole game. Why? You need to immediately shot dodge in the left. Immediately, don't think, just do it. Why? Just because it's not the same thing as you are trying to attempting this whole section again and again while being a New York minute in normal mode or something. This is hardcore mode and only first attempt counts. So I've been killed at least one time during hardcore New York minute in this section. Why? Because the enemies were running very, very fast. I picked the wrong weapons because I picked two of them, and the ammo just ended up. Absolutely, definitely. I end up with no ammo and they killed me. I didn't hit even one enemy because I'm trying to shoot them automatically as I was in the line of this luggage line. Yes. So I figure out that it's much better to immediately shoot dodge in the left side and take out two enemies. And we have a good cover in the left side behind us. We'll be using it very frequently. Use also shot dodge. Don't lay down too long. Don't lay down too long. You may be even able to get hit by laying too long. Use cover. I think you're supposed to have good amount of ammo for Glock. I don't have much bullet time, but if you can, use bullet time and shoot precisely in the head. But don't go out from the cover. Don't go out for the cover because it's very tricky, very unpleasant situation. In hardcore New York minutes, very unpleasant. Try to drag them out, shoot, do everything you can. Don't go out from this cover. Don't go out from this cover because after picking out the very last enemy in the balcony will appear new ones. At least 2 if you didn't shot down the third guy, which is Lane. Then you'll have 3 enemies on the balcony, and if you'll be hesitating to shoot at them, they'll be changing a position and will trying to circle around, trying to shoot you. They'll be running through the whole balcony. If you're gonna wait in this place a bit longer, the guy will move from one position further here. So try to be rather fast. Now, use bullet time and shoot in the head as much as you can. So, go, try to find a place when they're resping, step ahead, use this bullet time while shooting. Remain in this position, use bullet time and shoot. Try to find this place when they're just resping after stepping up. This guy was very tricky. He has only 45, but he is undercover, behind the cover, very long time, and he can hit you. Yes, the guy may kill you even if you won't even shoot at him before even go to the proper position to get hit on him. Now go very fast to chase down the guy. Now the second guy on the right side, and we're picking up the better weapon in my opinion. Still it's cold, but also I think it performs a bit better. It's more accurate. One pay killer left.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet. The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal.
2 painkillers. Now the section which is also very tricky if you don't know what to do. Do exactly what is presented in the movie.
One way,
What is presented? Pick up the rifle. Now go out from the cover. Fast shoot the guy which is undercover because he can hide. And it's very difficult to shoot at him. Immediately shoot from the bushes to the enemies on the left. Try to remember where they are because they're very visible for these bushes. Immediately, and there was guy ahead. No, it will appear. Yeah, now. Okay, 2 guys in the left and 1 guy in the balcony ahead. And here will appear next enemies. Do this in this way. Exactly how it's presented. I think it's the most effective. Now, we're going up. I screwed up this section, but the general rule is that you go in upstairs. Don't bother by the guys which are downstairs. Just handle these guys which are upstairs. I did it wrong. It's waste of time and generally don't like it, and don't use Uzi on very distant range, because it's wasting of ammo. You won't hit them on the end of airport in this section. Now I'm going through this. Remember that normally there is one guy here ahead. He just been taken down by the grenade accidentally, but generally he'll be there. Yes. Now he will be visible as a dead man, but he was taken down with a grenade accidentally. He was the enemy. Yeah. Okay, try to find a good sweet spot to be able to shoot the guys after opening the gate. I think it's very useful to at least damage badly them. Running through this path while the gate is open. I very carefully generally now go in here and wait into this moment when the gate is open and till all enemies will be taken. I won't step in up to open this gate, but usually I do this differently. Take some time. If you'd pick up the second scenario, you'll be shooting even now all the enemies on the stairs with bullet time, just with walking with bullet time, without precise aiming, just on the head while running. Now I didn't forget about the painkillers, they were behind us. Now, it's better to have Glock in the second slot because you won't start with 45 here. Generally it's better to have Glock here. But I changed the weapon. Try to not get hit here. And try to collect bullet time. Don't shoot dodge here. Why? You need to collect bullet time. Try to have full bullet time. It'll be very useful downstairs. I'll show you why. Try to have full bullet time. Control the situation. Very important. Now, go ahead, don't slow down, keep moving. Now, break the glass before the enemies appear. Use bullet time, don't break it. Use it all the time. Shoot all enemies and you'll be run out of bullet time shot dodge. It will be last enemy or two, depends.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the
It's a very fast way of getting them. Now, bullet time. We're switching to the rifle. Don't break the glass by rifle, but the 45, because we'll be running out of ammo here, and it's very tricky. I'm turning down this fancy green light. I'm only using white dot. Try to not shoot more than one enemy at the time of using bullet time being undercovered. Because look what I have done. I barely make it. Really. It was terrible. But I do using here this rifle because I sparing the automatic gun to the fight in the train. I think it's better. And this rifle not finishes so much as it's presented because I just broke the glass and I just wasted few bullets. But you will run out of this ammo finally, and you will have to using Glock here. Yes, it's normal, but it's better than using this rifle, being undercover than behind the cover. Now we're picking out the ammo, going to the train. We have sweet journey now. Yes, start from the breaking the glass and start from shooting. Yes, just shooting. They will appear one time while you will shooting. Go ahead, pick up the painkillers, change the position, break the glass, and now shoot. But how to shoot? Shoot in the head, break the glass, if possible, and shoot in the head. If you shoot to the torso, it's taking much more time to get them straight. You need to wait after they stand up, then only you will be able to get down them. Okay, we're taking them down, and final express moment. Everyone a ticket. Fine. I'm using blind cover. From shooting from the cover, I'm shooting aiming. I'm generally just trying to be fast, but it's not such a good thing to avoid bullets. I'm just playing with them hard. I will just make a few step in and I will collect rifle ammo. But rifle ammo is no longer useful here because we will jump to the other train, and very important thing, if you didn't replace Deagle by the 45, you're in the slightly uncomfortable situation because you will starting to shoot by this Deagle which you have probably used already. So if you are zero ammo of Deagle from the beginning, you'll be shooting now only through this cutscene. But if the cutscene is over, you're having zero ammo. That's you're supposed to have Glock on the second slot. Properly, I think the Glock in the second slot or other SMG is the most comfortable way of, dealing with cutscenes here, because every cutscene begins here with second slot's weapon. That's strange. Whatever. Now, one of the trickiest moments in the game, even the hardest, I would say, even if it not looks like. Why? There's one basic rule, or even two, of dealing with them. I show you what's going on here. So we're starting this section with ignoring the sniper on the left, on the right, and we're shooting the enemies ahead. Use the bullet time, go out for the cover, aim, shoot everyone ahead, every single one. Then the sniper. Never go for this ammunition. Don't go out from this cover. Immediately start shooting on them, and bear in mind that the guy will start to throw the grenade launcher on you when the vehicles appear. Shoot immediately at the guys. If you can, switch to the Glock and shoot them. Don't waste the time to reload. Don't wait to go out of ammo of rifle. Just switch to the Glock. Now, if this police officer's car appear, immediately this guy throws the grenade launcher rocket. Immediately take down these guys in the car, and don't do what I did. So don't shoot through the cover with rifle. Only shoot through the cover to destroy grenade launchers missiles when you're using Glock, because you can get damaged, killed or something. I just got damaged, but generally I got killed once. That's I tell him that moment is tricky and you need to practice. Generally it's nothing really interesting in this section. I didn't have any fail in this moment. Only shooting the helicopter is more easy than to shoot in the vehicles if the helicopter is down in this corner. But if not, use the bullet time and you will shoot them more precisely. Okay, I was shooting them here but very unsuccessfully. Now in the very close combat I can be able to shoot them. While we're getting close, it's easier to get them. It's very tricky to get this weapon always loaded. Always start from the heavy armored car and generally it's over. It's 20, and plane. Generally it's not going about damaging the engines, generally it's going about hitting the plane at all. Yes, not only the engines but generally the plane plane body. Yes, it's 20 minutes 36 seconds. It wasn't a world record. I wasn't mentioned to publish it as world record. I just trying to give you as much advice as I could, to go through all particular level. And generally, if you carefully watched and practice at least 3 or 4 levels, which I considering to be generally hard without practicing. So driver shoot sister, and so last section of the cemetery, so the section in the airport, then if you practice and on the boat, these levels need to be practiced. As long as police station level is very also tricky. A matter of operating the grenade launcher, because used to use grenade launcher along with rocket launcher to take down the enemies fast and painlessly, because if it's done fast and painlessly, generally there are smaller chances to get hit or damage. Only if you carefully see the movie, how I'm moving with grenade launcher, because it's risky if you didn't operate it well. So if you go in a bad place and start shooting, and it will bounce from the cover and bounce from the car, because the missiles from grenade launcher just bouncing around. Yes, so try to practice. But generally, I only using grenade launcher, and I think it's the most effective in the police station level. You just don't go to the open fight with numbers of them. I think it's very good. Just practice. Avoid the glitches. Practice these 4 levels, and these are the 2 rules from which I would start. And generally, watch the movie, you'll be fine. Okay, thanks for watching.